Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael Avitriti and I welcome you to this special unique place. Before I get started with today's review, remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video and comment below what you think about today's movie. Alright, today's movie, Crazy Rich Asians. It's an awesome movie that I loved since the first time I watched it. It's such a spectacular view of so much richness and wealth and all of the best. I think just only this makes the movie just pop out because you see all this wealth. It's a movie from director John M. Chu. It's a pretty much a new movie. It came out in 2018, and something that I saw, it's really impressive. Budget 30 million, revenue 238 million. So pretty impressive, but I see why, and explain you right now why this movie made so much, and it is portraying the issue of family institution that I've made other reviews about other movies like Osage County, if I'm correct. I'm gonna link them here, Osage County, and also the Joy Luck Club, another one. I like the genre, but unless these other two movies, this one, it has a lot of up and downs. It's not a flat movie, it has really a lot of dynamics, which makes this movie really rich. Not only rich in terms of wealth, but really rich in the terms of what's bringing on the screen from the characters and the story. So, what we see during the movie at the beginning in Act 1, the setup, we get to know the main characters, and of course the main characters. There are a lot of people in this movie, but the main characters are Rachel and Nick are together. She's a professor at the university, and we don't really know much about Nick, who he is, what he does. And he proposed to go to Singapore to his hometown, home country, for a wedding of one of his brothers. In my opinion, the catalyst that sets everything in motion is when they are in the airplane and she discovers, so it's pretty fast in the beginning, she discovers that he is actually a rich, very wealthy man. As they come out from the taxi, some people from the airline first class take the baggage and tell them, come with us, we're gonna show you to go through everything. And then they are coming into the airplane in first class. They have this beautiful not even a seat, it's really like a small suite. And they talk about, and he's saying, yeah, my family has some businesses and real estate and all the stuff. And that's when she realizes this guy is rich, is really rich. I would say in her mind she starts to maybe picture and maybe worry what's going to await for her. They arrive to Singapore. They meet with his brother that's going to be married, and his fiancée. They spend the night out. It's beautiful. Everything is nice. They have fun. During Act 2, there are really a lot of stuff that's happening. One of the thing is she gets to the other party, not the wedding himself, but the other party, to the mother and grandmother of Nick's, meeting with all his brothers and their fiancé or wives, that's also the place where she's meeting the mother, and realizes pretty much from the beginning of the meeting that the mother doesn't like her. She gets also to meet the grandmother of Nick, which we see then that it's really this authoritarian person, and we see that she is the person who keeps the whole family structure in place. And right below her there's the mother of Nick, who really manages and keeps everything in place, and wants ultimately that Nick and every brother stays on this hierarchy, this familiar family hierarchy, and it's really a strict, a heavy structure. And she gets confronted with this. She also meets other brothers of Nick that are more light and fun to be around. And also this contrast of these different characters of like the mother and the grandmother and the other brothers, they are more spontaneous, more light, more funny, makes a really nice sauce, if we can say it like this. You have a bit of drama of it, a bit of comedy, and also she gets to the house of the character played by Awkwafina, Paik Lin. She studied in the US, and the father of her is also, I don't remember if in the movie he's American, or he studied anyway a lot in America as well, so he speaks fluently. And there's also the place in Act 3 where she gets back. She gets back when hooks up with Nick. That's the place, the safe place where she gets back to the home of Paik Lin, and then the mother of Rachel comes, let's say, to save her. During Act 2 also you see something really impressive. We could say this, it is a bit of a side story. Astrid and Michael, they are married. He's a businessman and she's a really high status lady. Her family has money, she has real estate, she's involved in charity. She's not I wouldn't say she's officially a model, but because she has a high status person, and you get to see how she moves, how she talks. It's really nice to see that. And the problem that arises between her, Astrid, and Michael is that we discover that he has an affair. Despite she being this really beautiful, classy woman, he has an affair. It hits the audience pretty much because you see this wealthy, beautiful couple that even if it's a beautiful, wealthy couple, he has an affair. She suffers during towards the end of Act 2. We see that she really suffers when they actually break up. But at the end in Act 3 you see that she decides, okay, you stay in the apartment, you don't have to leave, you stay in the apartment, it's an apartment that you bought, I will go to one of my places that I own, and the son that we have, you will see him when it's good for him, not when it's good for you, when you have time. So she changes, she flips the situation to her advantage. That's something that I like to see. There are also some two main events, the bachelorette party for the girls and the bachelor party for the guys. The bachelor party is just a crazy party. Nick and the groom at the end escape because they don't like it, and they get to an island, and that's a place where Nick reveals to the groom, Colin, that he wants to propose to Rachel. For the bachelorette party, it's a little bit more dramatic, just because Rachel feels, not only before when she was in the house, that she doesn't fit, the mother doesn't like her, and she doesn't fit because although she has a university degree, she's not from a wealthy family. She's not wealthy in that case, like the families that are there. And during this bachelorette party, she gets to talk with an ex-girlfriend of Nick. She throws little arrows to her that unbalances her. Something else also happens. She discovers a message written with blood, so it's very dramatic towards her, that she's a gold digger. And so all this unbalances her to the moment before Act 3 starts, that after the wedding, at the party, the mother and the grandmother take aside Nick and Rachel and want to speak openly with them. They want to get married, and they have to break out, basically. And that's when there are, like I said before, Rachel goes back to the home of Paik Lin, played by Awkwafina, and her mother gets back, and that's also the place where she openly decides to say to Nick's mother, look, I don't want to, and I'm not going to fight for your boy. I want that you know that he will found a girl thanks to me, because I renounced. So she's implanting in her mind, actually, or wants to implant in her mind, that she will remember her for always, because when Nick is going to find a girl in Singapore, it's going to be thanks to Rachel, this not rich Chinese American girl. Nick renounces to living in Singapore and taking up the family business and all the family structure and everything, and says, okay, no, let's marry, let's get back to America and live our life there. And it is a happy ending. So brilliant movie, lots of up and downs, lots of different characters. I advise you to watch the movie if you haven't done yet. Let me know down below in the comment what you think about the movie. Who's your favorite character? Like the video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you in the next review. Bye.